System 1 loaded.
Music matters.
Hello to everybody out there. Happy New Year. This is Miss Maiden. And on this very first episode for 2016 of Music Matters, we're going to be taking a look at part 2 of my interview with musician Taris Jones. Let's check it out.
Well, my life is nowhere near as interesting as it looks on Fakebook. Well, prior to music, I used to be a professional wrestler and a martial arts teacher.
Wowee.
So I've sort of gone quite the opposite direction than that. The first song I composed was at the end of 2012. The first song with lyrics and the composition I wrote at the start of 2013.
Okay, wow.
Which is on my CD.
It's a process that goes through phases, the writing process, isn't it? Where
Yeah, I write a full song in an hour sometimes, but then I won't write another song for 6 months.
We spoke earlier about your EP.
It is self-titled, so it is just called Taris.
Oh, well, that's an easy one to remember.
It's unfortunate that there is 2 other musicians also titled as Taris on iTunes that also have their debut release also titled Taris, so it is a bit hard to find.
Are you serious?
Yes, one of them's actually a DJ in Sydney as well, so it's like...
How weird is that, hey? You would never have thought to have found one musician on there with his name Taris, let alone 3.
Yes.
Apart from going solo, you are also working with some pretty amazing musicians in your band, The Dark Chapters.
When it came to actually releasing the CD and actually having a launch for it, I realised I need a band to actually back me for this. It wouldn't be practical to get each person from each song to be there. Logistically, it would just be a nightmare.
Wow.
Unfortunately, the original lineup didn't work. So I'm very thankful we've got a band together that's actually working now. We originally were more of an electric band through a lot of effects, but now we're currently doing a bit more acoustic sort of music.
I watched The Dark Chapters cover of Ride On.
It's one of those songs that you don't exactly know what it means, but you feel as though you can relate to it and put your own story to it. So I think it's just such a well-crafted song. And it's quite a simple one as well. It's only 3 chords. So I don't think music necessarily has to be all that complicated to be beautiful, and... Well, you don't have to be that technically skilled to be a great musician. I don't consider myself all that technically skilled as a harpist, you know. It's,
Can I tell you the biggest barrier?
What? Time? Yes.
The mind.
The mind, yes. So for the band, currently we're working on developing a YouTube presence, playing various covers as well as original songs. Then we will probably start gigging again, and we'd also like to record a CD as the band.
I believe you also offer lessons on the harp for those who are interested. How can people find out more about that?
They can send me a message through my website.
Yep.
My rates are listed on there. I teach both beginner lessons as well as electric lessons. So if there's an experienced harpist who would like to learn how to play electrically and learn some of the tips about how to use effects pedals and what amplifiers to use, etc.
Fantastic.
They can send me a message and we can get some of those lessons happening as well.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much for having me.